GA short 3 candles back for outside bar. Stochastics in agreement.
What was that on the GA, David?
Short.
But,
3 bars back, there's an outside bar.
okay.
Stochastic is in agreement with it. Trend is in agreement with it. There it is. There it goes. Good call on the GU, Roger. GU short there. And I hope that I'm going to get this right now. Come on. Sure, as soon as it hits it, it starts to open up the spread again. Seven.
Well, today is butt shave day, so.
Oh, Roger's going to get his bum waxed.
Yeah. Don't bring photos, okay?
You do that every week.
S3 is getting broken, David. Have you noticed?
Sorry?
S3 is getting broken. Have you noticed?
Yeah, I did.
I had a short on the pound Aussie.
Got some support.
Yeah, I'm still in my short pound Aussie. I'm up for 5 right now. I'm going to take it. I'm going to close.
That reversal bar.
Yeah, I was shooting for 7. I might still get it.
Go ahead and take it.
Yeah, I just did. I'm out.
Yeah.
It's right at the Asian low, too.
Well, there's still 6 pips to go to Asian low. 6, 5.
Got a pound yen.
0% again.
Signal.
Pound yen short.
Yeah. Right below the S2.
Did you take it?
I haven't taken it yet. It hadn't broken yet.
Okay.
Yeah, pound went right through that S3.
I cheated. I moved when I was gone away. I moved all my stops down, or all my take profits down to 30, because I had them at 40 before.
going to close this pound dollar. About 200 pips.
200 pips?
Took 5 minutes.
What?
I'm yanking your chain.
200 pips, 5 minutes? Where the heck are you getting that?
GJ's broken.
Yeah, I got it. My entry was
Pound Aussie's looking very
88,
good.
84 was my entry.
That was a 10. Pound Aussie was about a 10. I got 8. 8.5. Come on, stupid.
And GJ breaks 80. Could be in for a ride.
Yeah, that'd be a nice ride. We have an inside bar on the AJ and a signal. 2 candles back.
They got an outside bar on the EA below the 100. It's counter trend. But it will be trend on the outside bar.
I sold the New Zealand dollar.
I'm just doing. I was just doing that. Good job.
What was the call?
New Zealand,
New Zealand dollar.
Euro dollar?
New Zealand, NZD.
Don't have that one.
No.
Don't have that one. Pound dollar's looking better.
You're short pound dollar?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
That inside bar.
We got 7 on that so far. That's good.
I've been in the sucker 15 minutes. What do you expect? Well, 12 minutes.
Was that above minimum wage or?
I don't know, what is minimum wage in the States?
Too high? I don't know. I think it's high.
Somebody was just asking for 12 something. I don't think that's going to happen.
What are you guys talking about?
Minimum wage in the States. I think it's around $12, $13 here in Canada.
Yeah, it's not that high here.
Yeah, they've been having some fast food protests, worker protests.
Right?
I just took profit on that New Zealand dollar.
I'm still in it.
I took 5.
I didn't quite get that far. Oh, I'm about to take 5, 3, 4, 3. I'm going to take. Yeah.
AU setting up to go short.
There you go. Took it.
Very nice.
I got 4 on New Zealand.
Good enough.
Yep.
And EA is setting up to go long.
And there it is. AU short. Somebody already announced that one?
Yeah, it broke. Barely, but it did.
You still in your pound dollar?
Yeah. Did you take that dollar yen long?
No, I didn't. I'm still in a short. I'm letting it go to the Asian low and hoping it turns around. So my robot just kicked out a whole whack of trades for a $474 profit.
Nice.
Yeah. It was a good day for that.
You've got EJ long.
Sorry. Did you take your EJ long?
What'd you say?
Did you take the EJ you said long?
Yeah, on that reversal bar. After the two red bars, and you had a reversal bar. I took the break of that. I just took profit on it.
I took the euro dollar off of that outside bar.
Just got
Wow.
profit on that.
Yeah.
The euro dollar. I took that off of the inside bar. That eight back.
All right, I just took it off the outside bar now. I'm actually ready to get out.
Yeah.
Yeah, good deal.
I'm going to maybe taking profit here hopefully in a second on the EA.
Well, this Aussie dollar's screaming, isn't it? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
I'm out of euro dollar.
Okay. Aussie yen's long. Turd.
We have a break on the UCAD short. Anybody in that AJ long? have a distinguished guest going to show up here in a second.
Morning, everybody.
Come on, Lou.
Good morning, Lou.
Hey, Lou.
When is the distinguished guest showing up?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering too.
Here I was trying to be nice, Lou, and say we have a distinguished guest about to show up, and you just can't win, eh, buddy?
I think luckily I might have missed that. I'm not sure what went on. My audio was off.
Okay.
Good.
We weren't talking about you or nothing, so that's all right.
Oh, okay. How is everybody this morning?
Fantastic today. Fantastic. So far.
Through the charts, I see there were some decent trades.
Yeah, one or two, 3 or 4.
Should have been more than that. Well, I don't know. I wasn't here to witness. So, let's see.
I'm 11 for 11 so far today.
Oh well, not that anyone's counting.
No.
That's pretty damn good.
Yeah, it is.
What are you in your 3 to 5 pick range for the most part?
Yeah, about 3 to 5, 3 to 7. I've been kind of
Oh,
extending.
you got a fat one. You got
Gotta-
greedy.
No. I just let a couple of them run a little bit longer, which is good.
Okay. How are you, William?
I'm well. How about yourself?
I'm okay. Busy here as always.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were wondering where you were the last few days.
I have a few other obligations. You know, there is life outside of charts. I discovered that, and that and Murphy.
Okay.
has
I just,
hey,
I'll interrupt. I just sold the euro dollar.
That's a counter trend trade.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Lou.
no, and I said, you know, Murphy's been earning his money, so anything that could go wrong did go wrong.
Oh,
And,
Murphy, like it's in Murphy's Law.
Yes, indeed.
All right. I know him well.
Yeah, he's out there. He's earning his money. God's doing great. So you know, everything's they're settling down now. I've got this next 4 or 5 days going to be hectic, but other than that, it'll all be okay.
Well, when does Hanukkah start?
I think it's finished.
Oh, it's finished.
I think.
What's
I
the
don't
other
know.
one? Festivus or something like that, isn't it? Or
I don't know.
I think that's a Seinfeld thing.
Okay. It's a great place to get your religious education, I'll say that.
Oh, yeah. They're a real spiritual bunch.
More of the liquid spirits than the other kind.
There you go.
How are you, Larry?
I am well, thank you, Lou.
How have the charts been treating you?
I actually been traveling. Today's my actually first day back to trading.
Oh, okay.
So I am,
You went offshore to that bank account?
quiet, Lou.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to get myself set up with somebody new offshore also.
He spent all his money. He's asking us to help him out.
Yeah,
Oh.
but there's another situation with that, Lou. So you need to know. The problem is what are you gonna do about bringing it back?
stuck of it stuck. Oh, you can't because they scan you guys now, so you can't you can't wear it as underwear anymore, can you?
Yeah, you can't bring it back.
And you can't tape it to your leg.
You can't even. Used to be you could grab a couple Cougarans and come across because they just showed up as a few coins, but now you can't do that either.
And we've got that new, really bizarre-looking $100 bill, which I guess you guys have seen already.
Yeah.
It looks like cartoon paper. It looks like foreign money actually now, with all the extra colors and all the stuff going on with the embedded this, embedded that, hologram this, hologram that.
Yeah, they did a good job. Makes it harder to, copying their own.
Yeah, well, until the Chinese crank up around too. That's a trade there, right? On that Aussie dollar.
It is.
It's a little late to the game, but right below that.
I got in here.
Yeah. Okay, that's good looking trade. Let me bring up the chart and try to take some of these. I've got a hard time with my onshore broker. I forgot my passwords and all that. Yeah, I got an email from a broker that is domiciled in Malta, and they're giving 100% bonuses to U.S. clients.
Wow.
Yeah.
Problem is what do you got to trade to utilize that bonus? You got to trade like 400% or something like that.
I don't know. I didn't get into all the details yet.
Yeah, that's just ridiculous. I know that I took.
You can't take any money out for 6 months.
You can't take any money out until you do at least 200 lots or 200.
Well, enough volume that their commission covers that bonus is what it boils
Yeah.
down. But I have to read the fine print. But
Yeah, I did that once. I did that once with binary options, and I'll never do it again, ever.
oh, that's the other guy that called me. Yeah, binary option guy. Forgot about him.
We have a inside bar on the GU short in the wiggle.
If it's in the wiggle, do you take it?
No, well, it's before the wiggle, the inside bar. So I mean,
Well, right, the inside bar was before the wiggle. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Login. Let's try this again now. I reset my.
I'm going to take it. No, I'm not.
Reset my password last night, and I can't remember what it was. Looks like the dollar yen had a decent trade a few minutes ago. get my shorts. Oh, the trucks were friendly today. I'm missing one of my. I wrote to Neo about the instructions for that indicator, and he gave me, kind of a half of an answer,
Oh yeah.
but didn't send me any instructions for it. Said there were 7 Bob indicators.
Oh, just give me a second. Somebody's at my door.
The FBI.
Could be. We think his father was maybe a made fella or something. He was charging him the big on a $250 loan.
Oh, I was at a meeting last night and was trying to tell a joke about, kind of a mob joke.
Yeah.
And when I started it, I was saying, hey, I know a joke about these, guys that are connected. And 3 or 4 people at the table got real nervous.
Oh.
Yeah, so I got a feeling I may have inadvertently stepped in shit.
Yeah.
So I got to go back later and apologize to
It wasn't good. It just sat on my headset.
Oh, yes, we were talking about you, David. How your pop is charging you the big interest.
Oh, that's okay. Appreciate the fine gestures.
Oh. And then Lou is telling us his story about he was attempting to put in a bid to swim with the fishes.
Yeah, well, yeah, I wasn't trying to, but it could have gone that way.
There we go.
Finally, my EA is going back into. Hey, morning, Sean.
Have you finished shoveling the snow?
No, it's. I got to go outside. I just saw. I got to go outside to shovel a bit of snow. There's about 3 inches here, 2 inches. That's okay. It's only snow.
You should move to the Caribbean then. No snow.
No snow.
No snow.
Just bug
That sounds
the size
nice.
of your foot, they'll eat your eyes out.
You guys got cockroaches there? Because I don't like cockroaches anymore. They're not my friends.
I thought you were starting a collection. Dave.
Cockroaches everywhere, man.
What?
I thought you were starting a
Cockroaches
collection.
everywhere.
No, I don't want to start no collection. Thanks. And I know they're everywhere.
Yeah,
You don't have any snakes, though.
Oh, we have snakes. We have. You don't have snakes?
We don't have snakes.
Oh, there you go. There you go. EA is about to take profit, I hope. Actually, I'm just going to close the dang thing. I've been in it way too long. Oh, sure. As soon as I say I'm going to close it, it goes down.
Yep.
Mother of all pearls.
I've been here almost 3 years and I haven't seen a cucaracha yet. Our biggest problem are box elder bugs.
You were telling us about those a couple weeks ago, weren't you?
Elder bugs.
Box elder, yeah. And they're
Those like really old.
yeah, and they're shaped like a box. No,
Oh, okay.
they actually kind of look like an overweight earwig. If you know what those look like.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Okay, yeah, EA, we just got another signal, EA long.
I wouldn't take that. Though. I wouldn't take that.
I'm already in it, and I'm going to hopefully get my 5 right. Come on, keep
No.
going, keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going. There it is. Come on, one more push, one more push.
You gotta take 4.
I'm going to take 4. Oh, you turd.
I think it's gonna go up and down, right there.
Yeah, well, remember that candle's got to make. If you're going long, a candle has to make the bottom wick first. That's what it usually does. So expect it to go against you a little bit, and maybe it'll pull back up. Why can't I log into this account? I was just in this account.
My AU is in profit.
Your AU short.
My AU short is in profit.
Okay, my prediction for today. AU long.
There you go.
Adele. AU.
AU long. You're a turd. Yeah.
Where are the kids today? At school?
No, sleeping still. My kids stay up late, so they go to bed early. They get up. They go to bed late.
Bed early, yes.
I need to go back to bed.
Make something there, Dave. Yeah.
Take that and twist it. Yeah, I did it myself, so there you go.
Okay.
All right.
Stay up late and sleep late.
Sleep in, yes. Anyways, I'm taking my 3 on the whatever that was, EA. Now that I'm all cluster behoobled. And I'm taking my 3 on the AU as well.
Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Good morning.
We have a short on the pound dollar inside bar. Did anybody take it?
Nah,
No.
not me.
How about the inside and outside bar on the EJ long?
I took that earlier. 10 pips.
Oh, we got a minute and a half to go until the top of the hour, so. What are you in today, Matt?
I'm not in anything right now.
All right. Okay, give me, did we just get a couple signals?
I got a Euro Aussie long going. So.
Euro Aussie long.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Yeah, I got out of mine already. I was in it, got out of it. I took 3.
Yeah, I got a winning streak now. I just took 4.5 in that, so I have a 1 trade winning streak.
One trade or 1 pip.
All right, smartass. It was 4.5 pips.
Yeah.
He got you.
Thank you, thank you.
Welcome to New York Open.
Oh yeah. Actually, there's some light pound news right now too.
Yes. I'll be back in 1 minute, guys.
I just closed the Aussie for 6. So.
Now you get a ½ inch and they shut the school, shut everything down. How retarded.
Good thing they're homeschooled.
Oh shit, I thought my mic was off. I'm sorry. It's a good thing I wasn't talking about you guys. So, I have an echo, so who doesn't have their earpiece in?
That might be me.
Okay.
Let me just fix that now.
All right. Thanks, Lou. Hello, hello. Somebody's knocking. And they can't come in. Oh, jeez.
It's Santa Claus.
Is that better?
No.
I still hear the echo, so it's not me.
Yeah. Here.
I can hear it now.
Yeah, process of elimination. Let's see. How about hello? How about now? Can you hear it now?
Nope. No.
Get it.
I heard Lou echo.
Yeah, it's Sean. It's Sean. It's you. It's echoing, buddy. I went to the one that I know that does it all the time. There you go.
Is this better now?
Sorry?
Is this better?
Sure. No, I still hear a little bit, just very faintly, but that's okay. I can live with that.
Let me, think I turn it down a bit.
He's looking for snakes.
There are no snakes in Barbados, boy. Is there?
What he said?
No snake.
Said there wasn't any.
No snakes in Barbados. We're going to have to send you a few.
They have a lot of crabs in Barbados, though.
Yeah.
I know, I kid you not.
Okay.
Talking about
Okay, we're-
David's wife.
We're not
We
going there.
rented
Guys, we're not going there. Don't go there. Don't go.
Oh, no.
This is
Not
being
those kind of crabs.
These is being recorded. Don't go there.
Yeah, I'm talking about the live ones, the big ones. We were on vacation a few years back, and we rented a house, myself and 6 or 7, I think 6 other couples. And as part of the house rental, we had a gentleman that was like a guide, you know, to kind of show us around or whatever. And he took us out crabbing one night. And I'd never handled a crab before. I mean, I didn't think much of it. And we went out by the shore, and many of the houses are built on stilts out there. So the houses sometimes sit, 2 to 4 feet off the beach.
We're going to have a break on the GJ short in 20 seconds, plus there's an outside bar there.
Yeah, I've got a signal there too on my setup.
There it is.
You're a prophet.
It didn't break though. Oh no, well on your chart it didn't break either.
No, but you're right.
It's there.
It's just a signal bar.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah, it hadn't broken yet.
But it hasn't even signaled on mine. Did it signal on yours, Roger?
No.
Yeah, because it just is above the 10.
Yeah, didn't on mine. Pound dollar signal on mine, but not pound yen.
Yeah, I got a pound dollar signal too. Okay, sorry.
Luke.
Carry on.
No problem. I'm just I'm going short on the pound yen. I have my own signal here.
EU long. Counter trend. Trend's been up for quite a while, so since Tokyo closed.
Gonna keep going.
Yeah, I've got an EU. Mine is saying EU short, but it's counter trend for me also.
All right, carry on, Lou. Sorry.
What was that pound yen? Okay, so he took us out crabbing because I was asking, what do you do for downtime? What do the people that live here do for entertainment, that kind of thing? And he showed us how to cook fish and things by digging a hole in the sand and putting the coals and everything in and then covering it all up, which was kind of interesting. But then he also took us out crabbing. We all got these burlap bags, and we're crawling around under these people's houses in the middle of the night.
Where's that, Lou?
In Barbados.
Okay.
And so the guy says, no, the crabs are under here. You have to go, look for them. Because the idea was to go out, catch crabs that night, and then cook them in the morning.
So that was you under my house.
Yeah,
That was you.
that big girlish scream you heard, that was me. Yeah, so I saw him grab a crab, pick it up, throw it in a burlap bag. And I saw another guy grab a crab, pick it up, throw it in a burlap bag. I saw a crab, I picked it up, and all the arms and legs started moving and twitching and everything, and it looked like it was going to reach back and bite me.
And you're a big girl and threw it back. You screamed like a big girl.
I dropped it right on the ground, and then I said, okay, now I got to man up and make this right. Took me
Larry,
2 or 3 tries, but then I got it.
Larry, did you take that New Zealand dollar trade?
Your Aussie was great.
Yeah, I muted myself. No, I didn't.
All right.
But I did jump in the AJ.
That's a good trade.
Yeah, not much volume today at all.
No, that's a good trade. I'm in the AJ already. It's a good thing it's coming back.
$1 long.
Yeah.
Pound dollar. Oh Oh yeah, I just got a long signal on Euro. Let me just go out a little bit farther. The Euro's so choppy right now. It's good.
I could really be nice to see that pound go down to 30.
Pound dollar.
Yeah. I don't think. I think it,
$5.
Is that where a deal stop is?
I don't know where. No, he's on the euro. He's in the euro, and I think his stop was at 78, 79. Yeah. That's what he's put his stop loss at. And he put it all on put everything on one trade. What a knob.
Oh yeah, well he did that the other day on something, right? And it doubled, and he was lucky basically.
Yeah, that was
Give it 10 minutes. He'll lose it.
that was the euro. He came.
You're along.
He came 30 points. So no, sorry, 30 pipettes away from hitting his stop loss. Like I think he set his stop loss at, was it 180, Roger, or 179.5, and it got to 179.48 or something like that. He says, I gotta shut my computer off.
Oh no!
What? What'd you
I
do?
jumped in it. Sorry, I jumped in a trade and I pushed the wrong button. So
Oh, don't hate when that happens.
Look at that EA go. Woohoo. Yeah.
All right, I'm waiting for a short on pound dollar to materialize.
Yeah, it'll happen. It's floating around that S3 all the time right now. He's,
What about Euro Yen long?
look at it. Yeah, look at it. Isn't that sweet? Hey, take that Euro Yen long. Giddy up.
I'm in that. I jumped in that.
Jump in that too. There you go.
But
I'm going to set this one up for a million miles away for profit.
The Euro Yen.
David.
What?
Are you going to risk all of it?
No, yeah, everything.
Yeah. Adele number 2.
Last time I teach you anything. Roger, you want to take over for a bit? I got company here, so I want to talk to him for a few minutes.
I gotta go take this dog here in about 5 minutes.
Oh, never mind then.
Just leave it open.
Anybody else want to take the charts for a little while?
Mine don't look like yours.
Yeah.
Oh, Lou, you can give us a lesson on your charts.
I guess everybody see my charts, but okay, I'll do that. Why not?
All right. I only need probably about 20 minutes or so. I'll make you the presenter here.
All right.
Tell me when you're ready so that you can hide all your porn and everything.
Okay. Well, porn's hidden on the other computer. I took care of that yesterday.
Okay, good.
I didn't tell you, I lost one of my 3 terabyte hard drives crashed on me after a flash power outage.
You don't have a UPS on it?
What do you mean UPS?
Uninterrupted power.
Yeah, I do.
And it's still...
I have all the other hard drives are fine, the external hard drives. This one particular drive, I happened to be transferring files when the power outage happened. So it could have just caught it right at that one moment when the disk was shifting or whatever.
All right, Dave, if I don't see you later, I'm not going to hang around more. I just closed the AJ for 5, so.
Good job.
But thank
Good job.
you, and I'll catch you another day.
Okay, yeah, well, have fun over there, and
I
try
may
to
still
get,
be here. I may still be here. I just don't know when you're coming back. But yeah.
oh, I'll
thanks.
be 20 minutes or so. Oh, no,
All
no,
right.
it's all good. All right,
Whatever.
enjoy.
We'll talk. All right. Sorry, Lou. I didn't mean to interrupt.
You
Yeah,
ready,
not to
Lou?
worry.
You ready, Lou, or what?
Yeah.
Okay, it's all you.
Which chart should I show my screen?
whatever-
I have to pick which one.
Yeah, whatever one you want to show.
Oh, I don't know which one is showing here. Let me see something here. Show my screen. Screen of main monitor. No. Oh, I see how this works. Okay.
Yeah, it'll highlight whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever screen you want to show. Yep. Okay.
All right. I guess you see my screen now, right?
Yeah, you just totally bugged out my eyes, but yeah.
Now, why is that? These are very simple and easy on the eye colors for me.
It's very Christmassy.
That's okay. Hey, well, trading should be fun. Well, I guess the easiest way to do it would be if anyone has questions about it. Oh, this is the beauty here.
Yeah, what are those?
This is going right back to the 200. That's the first 3 hours of each market. Okay, and for me, this is when basically the move of the day is going to start. I want to jump on this pound dollar long. This is a small live account, like $100. Since I'm playing around in this room, I don't want to risk. I want to buy this. Okay. Oh, this is the first 3 hours of each market session. Okay. Because that's usually when the move of the day is going to start. And here, the way I do my Asian is from the start of the day, and I go out 4 hours, because usually Asia will set a high or a low, in most cases somewhere else, or it'll become a very powerful point later in the day. And this is my version of the Asian market. All right? And as you can see here, you see how it held that Asian low?
Yeah.
See this Asian low? Price came down to Asian low and just sat on it. My job, had I been around, would be to just put a trend line through that and then trade the trend line break, and I got a signal here on this red arrow. Let me change the color of that arrow, by the way. Colors, I think this is it. Should be yellow. Be easy to see. There we go. Okay. But I wasn't here, obviously, but that's, how I look at Asia. Let me go back another day. Let me take this line off so we don't get confused. And here was Asia. Oh boy, the yen has just been incredible. That's a big range for Asia. This middle one can come out. I don't need that. All right, so again, these brownish lines, and you can see here we made a high, and then we came out of the Asian session. It came back and made another high right to the pip, pretty much. So when I come down here and London starts, I am pretty confident that London's going to go short because it cracked that high during Asia and never came back at all to look at it. Again, my job is to proper trend line and trade the break. And that's, what I look at for Asia. Let me go back another day. I'll take these off. And again, here's Asia. I walk you guys. My dogs were walked, fed, and watered the whole bit. Let me pop a line here across this Asia. And here. Well, that black line must be a monthly. But again, you see here we got up above Asia held, and then we finally came up above Asia, made a continuation pattern. So now when I come to London, I'm thinking long. Okay, we've closed above the Asian high and made a continuation pattern above the Asian high. And a continuation pattern is basically like a 2-candle pullback like that. for me. It pulls back, and then, you know, the new candle in the direction of the trend, this candle in the direction of the trend closed more than 50% into body of this one. So for me, that's a continuation. This is a continuation trade also,
Okay.
right there.
And the law was made in the Asian, so and the law was made in the Asian session, so.
Right.
we are
Well,
going
yeah,
on.
that would be the daily low, right? So if price comes all the way back down, I would expect this daily low to come into play. But that day it didn't. You follow me? So I try to get a clue from Asia. I look at the market sort of like reading a baseball score. You know, I wake up and say, okay, what did the Asian score last night? And then how much is left for me? So in this upper right-hand corner here, I have the daily range, which I think you guys probably have on your charts now. And this is another clue I look at. When I come to the market, the previous day's range was only 40-something pips, which is nothing. So I expect it to at least move the 46 pips and get back to a more normal 100 or so.
Lou,
And I haven't.
Lou, what did you say your moving averages are?
Okay, let me start there. This orange line is the 18.
Okay.
I use this for exits.
All right.
That's the 18 EMA. All right, and that's my exit indicator, or one of my exit indicators.
Okay.
The red and blue line, the red line is the 5 simple on closing prices. The red line is 5 simple on close. The blue line is 5 simple on the open. And my reason for picking the 5s is that after a lot of experimentation, I found that these get me as close to the turnaround as you can possibly get with a moving average.
Yes.
And you'll notice, like, this was the bottom right here.
Uh-huh.
And you see when this candle closed above both 5s?
Woo,
and
just
you-
closed my screw-up trade for +4.
Okay. So, to me, I can't get any closer to the bottom of this turnaround than this candle here. And that's the kind of thing I look at. You see we had this push up, and then we had this one candle close below both 5s. And that's right at the top of that move. So, I mean, I'm usually within one candle of the reversal
I see.
or of a major move.
I see.
All right, that's why I
Take,
like the 5s.
You take that with 18 agreement, or you just take it with the cross?
Well, no, I take it with the 200 agreement.
I'll be back in a few minutes, guys.
Okay?
Okay, and then you have a 200.
That's this dotted
that's-
line here.
That's just the standard EMA.
Yep.
Okay.
200 exponential on close.
What were the 2 5 settings again, Lou?
Okay, the red one was the 5 simple close,
Okay.
and the blue one is the 5 simple open.
Oh, okay.
And what I like about that is that when you're in a strong trend and I see a candle go up and I see the next candle come back, it pulls back to one of these 5s and just touches it and keeps going, then I know I'm in a strong trend.
Oh, very good.
So, for instance, this would be my entrance on this particular pair right here. Okay? My stochastics has already crossed and is going up. This candle has closed above both 5s. And if I can't figure out how to get out of the trade, then I use the 18 moving average as a guide. As long as I don't close below that 18, I have no reason to leave the trade. That's when you guys see me hold the trade for 10, I split it at 15, split it at 20. You follow me? As long as I have no evidence to get out of a trade, I'm going to hang in there until I get my number. And a lot of times I can get my daily number on one trade if the market is moving. So in this case,
Okay.
this is my entry. Go ahead. I heard a question.
Are you still using those B-band eras?
Yeah, well, what the B-band arrows are for, they look like good trading signals, and I'd say 80% of the time they are. But the reason I have these on here is that I was sometimes looking at 10, 12 charts, and the B-bands, the way the indicator is designed, it'll give me a pop-up box. So if I'm looking at this pound dollar and a fresh trade sets up on New Zealand yen, I'll get a pop-up box that'll say 5-minute New Zealand yen short or whatever. Then I can go to that chart and I can assess the information and see if it's a trade.
Do those repaint, Lou?
No. Once they're done, they're done. Now, during the candle, they'll disappear and reappear. But once the candle's painted, they never move. So, for
Are you
instance,
using them, or is that the Royal?
no, these are mine. That's not the Royal.
Okay.
All right. For instance, on this particular candle, at the close of this candle, I got a pop-up box saying pound dollar short. So now I come back to the chart and I look at the situation. Here I would not take the trade because I'm going counter the 18 and counter the 200.
Okay.
You follow me?
Understood.
And then a few minutes later, I get this pop-up for a long on pound dollar. I come back and look at it, and I'll say, okay, it's closing pretty much above both fives. It's above the 18, above the 200. Then I'll take that as a continuation trade, and I'll ride it. And this is more typical one of my trades. It's win about 21 pips. I would usually split it here about 5, split it again about 10, and try to let the runner go out for the full 20. But you'll notice once you get a strong move, you never close inside this channel made by the 2 5s. See that? Nothing goes on inside that channel when you have a strong trend. You look at this trend here. Nothing goes on inside that trend. Now over here, it's choppy. We got a red candle went in, a green candle went in, a red candle went in. So that's not as nice looking move as this one.
I jumped in Euro Yen long on the signal.
Oh, okay. So let me just go to current time. Go ahead.
Yes. The cross of 2 5s can use as an exit signal also. Really 2 5s.
Sure, you could if you want to. But sometimes you may get exits that are a bit early because a lot of times you get a pullback. Like that green. Where was that trade I was just showing you? Like here.
Yeah.
You see, you could exit here, but it was actually premature.
Yeah.
And that's why I use the 18 as a guide. Now, there's nothing wrong with taking profit here. Nothing wrong whatsoever. I think that's still about 10, 15 pips. Now it's 20 pips.
So, in this case, we'll stay in the straight and ride it?
Yeah, until it closes below that 18. I'm not going anywhere. But my goal, my daily goal, is between 15 and 20 pips. But I trade multiple lots. So,
Hey, Lou?
Yeah.
It's Larry. Listen, my friend Richard's in the room, but he doesn't have a mic. And he's asking, is it possible to get that indicator for the Asian high and low?
Sure. I'll send him the whole template. I'll send him a care package. With the template,
send it to also, Lou.
Okay, I can't see who is that just spoke. Sean?
Sean, yeah.
Okay, so Sean and who's the other one?
Richard.
Richard.
Put
Are
it
they on
in,
Skype?
You put it in the plan.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, that room kept changing names for some reason.
Yeah, but it's the plan. Put it in that room. Dave was playing with names.
Okay, because what is it today? Today it's called
plan, right?
Angus
Right.
Highland Smith, Ken Ming Yang.
All right, so put it in that room.
I think it's ideal today.
Okay, so I'll put it in the room where I saw the link to come into this chat. You got me?
Yeah.
All right, so I'll do that, when one of the other guys comes back because I have to jump around from folder to folder. Okay.
How do you like the B band on higher time frames?
Oh, it's great on higher time frame. Let me go out to 1 hour. Now, as you can see here, now this on a 1 hour here. Let me see what my settings are. This is 5 and 1. On a 1 hour, I go out and I'll set this to like a 3 or a 2. I'm going to set this to a 3. You see where we have the signal here on this one candle? Or better yet, you see we get the signal here. The signal doesn't paint until the end of the candle. You got me? But on a higher time frame, I will move this setting. Oh, I have a expert that makes me make this box as big as I need it to be, so I don't have to scroll up and down all the time. But what it does, it opens it up on another screen. But watch, I'll change this to a 3. All right, and then we'll want to watch this arrow. Okay, I got to go to a 2 then. Indicator, beaten, 2. There we go. So now you see, now I get this signal right here now. So now I captured this entire candle. You got me?
Yeah.
But it gives you more signals because you've made it a faster setting. Like you see here, I got 3 signals here in this little area.
Right.
But the deal is to always try to stay with the trend to help you sort some of that mess out. So on a higher time frame, I may set it a little faster. You follow me? And on higher time frames, I may pay a bit more attention to the 5-5 cross and not necessarily the arrow. And this is only just to bring me back to the chart. That's really its main purpose.
So
You know, I still have to evaluate the trade. What's that?
Which time frame do you use most?
I like the 5 and the 15. Yeah, let me just put this back, and I'll show you how I combine the 2 time frames. I'll make it a 5 again. Close, and let's go down to a 5. So let me see if I can find something current that will make some sense. Okay, now you see we're sideways here on the 5-minute chart.
Yeah.
All right, so now I want to go to a 15 and see what's going on. So now I see on a 15 what's really happening is that was the end of a pullback. Remember I said there was a short trade setting up on pound dollar a few minutes ago?
Yeah.
And we had 3 of these, but we didn't have this 4th one. And here it went up, hit S3, and now it's turning short. So if I had the 5 and 15 side by side, I could see when I hit this on the 15, and then the minute it tapped it on the 15, I could go short right there with like a 3-4 pip stop.
Okay, that short there is based on the pivot?
Yes, bounce off the pivot. Because remember, I'm not going to trade against this 200 unless I get a certain combination of things.
Right.
So all of these, you see how it bounced off the pivot here?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay, and you see here we closed through the pivot, and then the next candle wick came back and did what? Hit the pivot and rejected it.
Mm-hmm. Are you using New York close for your pivots?
I don't know how the indicator is set up. I guess it's using New York 5 o'clock. It's a good question. I didn't actually look into the math in the indicator to determine
It would
that.
depend on your broker, and I don't think Interbank FX is quite that. I think it's a little bit different.
Yeah, it is a bit. But that's essentially, you know, what I'd be looking at. Now here, there's a couple of price patterns that I like. This is a price trap, as I call it. And let me blow this up so I can explain this. You'll notice, you see this green candle?
Yeah.
You'll notice that none of these other candles closed above the high of that green candle or closed below the low of that green candle.
Right.
This wick came down really nice, but at the end of the day, it closed right at the bottom of the green candle, didn't close above it or below it. That's a price trap. Normally what happens when price finally does close outside of this box, here's some more Christmassy colors for you. When price closes outside of that box, it's usually going to travel a distance twice the width of the box. These are quick scalps. My bias is to trade in the direction of the overall trend. Okay, since the 200 is up here, I'm still thinking short. You follow me? If I
Yes.
look at my daily range up here, well, this daily range is inverted because yesterday was absolutely flat, which is a bit odd. And today we've doubled almost yesterday's complete daily range. But normally this would be 86 on top and 40 whatever on the bottom. So I would look at that and I could see that, okay, I've got 40 more pips coming to me in one direction or another.
Hmm.
All right. Let me pick another pair. Let's do a euro yen, see what that looks like. Okay, here's a euro yen on 5. I want to go out to the 15. 5 and 15 are in sync with each other, telling me that, you know, this is going long. All right?
Right.
Because they're both giving me the same thing. So I would have been comfortable taking this, even though the 200 is right here as a barrier. All right?
Yeah.
I'd feel comfortable taking it simply because the 5 and 15 are both in sync. All right?
They
And
did
then
not
here's
cross
that
the 18 also.
yeah, well, the 18, I need to explain that too. There's a phenomenon here with the 18 that I like. In a downtrend, you know that we're generally going to make lower highs and lower lows. So you see we have the high, we have the lower high, the lower high, the lower high, and then we have the lows, the lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low. Right here, that relationship changes. Here we made a low, and in order for the downtrend to still be in effect, this group of candles had to close below this low, and it didn't. You got me?
Right.
So we have a situation where that lower low, the lower highs and lower lows is over, and the combination of it closing above the 18 tells me price is now finished and it's heading back to the 200 to reset itself. So here it closed above and it went right back to the 200, okay? It's only 17 pips, but I want you to see that, and I'll show you a few examples of it. So remember, it's when that relationship of the higher highs and higher lows pretty much comes to an end, all right? Here's one here where we make new highs, new highs, new highs, new highs, right? This pullback, this green candle should have closed above this high to keep that uptrend going. It didn't, and then we had to close below the 18 here. And price went from here right back to the 200. Did the same thing. Now here, this one didn't count because the one with the arrow on it wasn't the one that closed below the 18. This indicator is based on some math from Bollinger Bands. Okay, so it's when the arrowed bar closes through the 18, I know I'm heading back to the 200. Now it's not going to go in a straight line, but that's what it's going to do. So let's find another one here.
Yeah, and so then that last runner that you keep on your trades, you need to see an actual reversal signal to take it off.
Yeah, or I need to see it hit like one of my key levels that I'm looking for.
I see. Okay.
All right. Again, now this one wasn't ideal because this candle I would have preferred to close above the 18. But you'll notice that once we got down here and we could not make a new low, you see we made a low, a lower low, a lower low. All of a sudden we couldn't make a new low and we get a close above the 18. It went right back to the 200. I just want to find another one. Here we have a low, a low, a low, a low, a low, a low. We can't make any more lows. We closed above the 18 and went right back to the 200. Okay, here we made a high, a high, a high. We kind of plateaued. Could not make a new high in here anywhere. And we closed below the 18. It went right back to the 200. Okay, and this is repeatable, repeatable, repeatable. I hate to sound like that, but again, we couldn't make any new highs. We candle wick like a son. I call this a sea creature because I like to have fun with the charts, but to me it looks like the hand of a monster reaching out of the ocean, and these are all the fingers, and it's pulling price back underneath the sea. I know it sounds stupid, but it works for me. But here, we close.
I'm gonna have to turn the lights back on in here. I'm getting scared now.
But here we close below the 18 after being unable to make a new high. And we close below the 18, and look where it went. Went right back to the 200.
Wow.
Okay?
Nice.
Let me find another example. Because I don't want you. Oh, someone give me a pair. Anybody pick a pair.
How about the pound yen?
Yeah.
How about gold?
I have to go to a different broker for gold.
I'm just
Okay.
joking. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Just joking. I don't want gold.
Pound yen, Luke.
Oh, okay. Let me close this. Let's look at pound yen. And here we have a long, and you see, at no point am I closing under this 18. Okay, I don't get a close, and look at this, it gets close like a summer gun, but I don't get a close till here. All right. And now we no, we're still making new highs. I'm waiting for, then we made a new high here, made a new high there. Wow, let me take a look at the long term. This pound yen's been on a rip. Oh yeah, look at this. Pound yen's been on like a 400 pip rip. But again, if you look at the higher time frame, here's my entry long on the pound yen, and here's my entry short on the pound yen.
Wow.
So on the longer term time frames, this does work, fairly well. It's just a matter of patience. Will you be there when the trade kicks in?
And is that reset to the long time frame V bands?
It's all fractal, so they all adjust properly to every time frame. And again, these are set to 5. If I wanted, let's say I wanted to get into this trade on this one candle earlier maybe, or if I wanted to get into this trade under this candle, then I'd have to set this to a faster number on a higher time frame. So I'm going to set it to a 2, just to show you. And now you see the candle moved underneath. So at the close of this candle, my new entry long now is right here, instead of right here.
Wow.
But the drawback is that you get extra candles here. Like you see, I've got these two opposing candles.
Right.
So that's when you have to really pay attention. Try to stay with the trend if at all possible. All right, so that's the higher time frame. So now let me just put this back, and I just want to 5. Okay. And even with the regular ones, this still isn't bad money. I mean, this has got to be like 40 pips or so. No, it's 100 pips, 105 pips. And then this one, if I follow the channel, and the X is up here is 200 and something pips with a potential for R1. Because remember, at R1, I still hadn't closed below here. You get me? So I could have took it off at the pivot, and this way it gets a bit subjective. I could kill the trade at the pivot. I could kill it at R1 because I still have no evidence to leave the trade.
So
I'm just.
So Luke.
Yeah. Yes.
If you look at the Aussie US, based on this, is that a sell? Is that a
Well, it's too late. The sell's gone already.
right? Sell's gone already.
Yeah, this would have been a sell, this touch off the 200, because remember, the 200 right here is the floor. You got me?
Okay.
And then we broke through it, and now it became the ceiling. So now I've got, these bounces here I could take advantage of. But a safer, more traditional entry would have been this entry right here.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3 entry.
Excuse me?
1, 2, 3 entry, right there.
A 1, 2, 3 entry?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not a 1, 2, 3. That's a continuation because it's a pullback. You got what I'm saying? A 1, 2, 3 is what happens at the end of a run. This is a 1, 2, 3. This is the push up to the high, the pullback, and then this push up right here should have closed above this to keep the uptrend going. And when that doesn't happen, that's when you have your 1, 2, 3. And that's when you would use a fib expansion to take advantage of it. So I'll get the expansion tool just to show it to you. This is point 1. I keep forgetting to take, I can't take my hand off the mouse on this one. This is point 1. I bring it down to point 2, highlight it, and I bring this over to point 3. And then when I have my entrance right here, I can use these as potential profit targets. Okay, because the 1, 2, 3 extension will always go, you know, to the 618. All right, depending on the length of this pullback. And I don't want to get into a fib lesson, but that's essentially how you would measure that if you wanted to use fib expansions. Okay, they make, and this is when the 1, 2, 3 comes in, is at the end of a continuous uptrend. You got me? So when you come down here and look at this now, see, this is just, here we have, I guess like this, you could have said this was a 1, 2, 3. But it's really just a continuation of the trend. We're just bouncing off the 18 all the way down.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. You know, I looked at fib expansions before, but I couldn't find any good information on it. It's very scarce.
It's out there. I've got a couple of things. I have to get my hard drive back up and running.
Yeah.
And I like the fib expansions for that reason. But to go back to that 1, 2, 3, I just want to show you. See the arrowed bar closed below the 18?
Right.
After we failed to make new highs, and look where price went, right back to the 200. Okay, that's such a repeatable pattern that I hate to miss one. You know, and again, you got to keep in mind it's not going to be a straight line, but that's my target for the 200. Sometimes you guys see me take trades and it'll go 8, 10, 12, 15 pips against me, and I'm not worried about it in the least bit because based on what I see on, well, I should say I'm not worried about it in the least bit because I sometimes trade heavy lots, but because I have confidence in it coming down to this 200, I can always chicken out and get out at the pivot. See, so these lines come in handy here. Again, we have a high, and this whole cluster of candles couldn't make a new high. And here we have a close below the 18, and it went right back to the 200. Not many pips, but it's just a pattern I want you to see. Here we have a high, another high, and now we can't make any more new highs. And then we have a close below the 18. And that went right back to the 200.
Okay, you would have ignored that candle just before the I mean not the candle, but the first arrow in that cluster there.
I wish you could point to the one you're speaking of. I'll go real slow.
Well,
this one?
that arrow, no, I'm sorry, the yellow arrow just to the left of that, right there.
This one?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the reason I ignored this is that it didn't close below the 18. That's a prerequisite.
Okay. All right.
Because this is based on a Bollinger Band. Yeah, at this point, we've cracked a Bollinger Band level. You got me? If you remember how Bollinger Bands are constructed, a Bollinger Bands are basically a 20 EMA with price set at 2% deviations on either side. Right. So this 18, the difference between an 18 EMA and a 20 EMA is damn near nothing, really. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So by the time this arrow shows up, we've cracked the Bollinger Band level, and that's why I feel confident that it'll go to the 200. Let's look at another pair. I just want you to see that this thing it repeats constantly. Anybody?
Yes. Yeah.
Euro Japan.
How about you, New Zealand, U.S.?
Is it in this list here?
Oh, hang on, I didn't see it.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Okay, New Zealand dollar. It probably has to load, so I'll give it a minute. But here you can see here, we don't make a new high here. Now, the yellow arrow is here. You probably can't see it because of the resolution. So I don't take this trade. This is the one I take. Because this closes below the 18. We've had 3 green candles in an effort to get back. Damn it, I knew it was going to do that. Because I haven't opened this chart in a while, so it's got to reload the data. All right, let's just go to current time. Oh, here's a good one. Here we go. closed below the 18, couldn't make a new high, and look where price went, right back to the 200. All right? And we had a series of higher highs prior to this. So here's one that would not have worked out, but I would have took it. Okay, because and it actually did work out, just it's a matter of how far out I wanted to put my stop, and that's a 22 pip stop. No, my stops are never more than 20 pips, no matter what time frame I'm trading on.
No matter
That's
what
my
time
maximum stop, no matter what time frame. No.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll give you an example. Let's go out to an H4.
Well, do you scale down then for a 5?
What do you mean by scale down?
Well, I mean, if you're using a 20 on a daily, I mean, on a 5, would you still use the 20 pip stop?
Yes, because 20 pips is my max. And keep in mind, I know what my number is every day. You know, it's not like I'm just going to trade, not know when to stop. I have a fixed number that when I get that number, my pockets are happy. You follow me? So the 20 pip stop is relevant to me in that respect.
Well, I suppose it's, I mean, you know, 20 a lot of times is the number that if 20 is not going to contain it, then it's not going to contain it, period, right?
Correct, except for these longer term time frames. So I'll give you an example of how I would use a 20 pip stop on a 4-hour chart. So this had a potential for 50 pips, okay. I won't reset the arrow. I'll leave it here. I could reset the arrow to give me the thing here, but I'll set it here for a reason. What I want to do is this is where my trade looks like it's setting up, right? So what I do is I mark this candle this way, and then I put a horizontal line on it this way. Okay. Now I'm going to go down to like a 5-minute chart, and I'm going to look for that crosshair. And I call these sniper trades for that reason, because you've got the crosshair. There's the yellow. Where is, oh, there it is. Oh, beautiful. So now, on the 4-hour chart, what I marked was the opening of that new candle, if you understand what
I do.
Where I am, or to close the other candle. I want to go short. So what I want to do is I want to take my trade below this brown line. And the reason for that is that every candle, as I mentioned before, always assume that candles are going to make a top wick first. You got me? And
Yeah.
all of this nonsense here was the top wick on that 4-hour chart. That's what all this was. This is all the top wick of that 4-hour candle. So now when we close below that wick, I know that we're back at the closing price now. We've made the top wick. Okay, we're back at closing price, and now we're going to start heading south. So now under this line, I look for the best looking trade I have to get in, and I'll pick it. I don't want to pick an ideal one. This is the one, but I'll pick this one because it's not so great. I'll take a look at this, and then I'll want to go short. I'll enter here short and put my stop up here, and you see it's about 5 pips. You see that?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
with me, I spend a little money. I'll make it a 10. But I've cut my risk down dramatically. I'm now 4-1. If I get the 40 pips that's available on that, you know, we know it now, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah.
So I never use more than a 20 pip stop. But the trick is knowing when to use it. Like I said, once we make that top wick, we're not coming back. Well, we came back here, but you get the idea. All right, a candle, those big candles, they're going to make that top wick. So you let all that happen, and then you come back, and you look for a trade underneath that that area. Okay. So that's how I, you know, when I see something setting up on a 4-hour chart. You guys saw me make a couple of calls on pound dollar and other things with the, I think a wedge or something a couple of months back. It was like a 300 pip trade. Matt.
I wasn't around for that thing. I believe you.
Yeah. Okay. But I did. I actually caught 2 of them. and I had a 15 pip stop, and caught it for, well, I split it at 100, split it again at 200, and then let the other one run. I think it was to a pivot point, and then I bailed out. But my stop was 15 pips, and based on seeing it on a daily chart and laying out my lines on a daily chart and tracing it down from there. Okay? So the core system here essentially is just don't trade against the 200 and try to find, you know, these situations where I get a close below both fives in the direction of the 200, and I like to catch them early in the session start. This is what starts to move for the day. Let me get this brown line off of here because it doesn't relate to anything now. You follow what I'm saying? I look at the newspaper. I'm sorry, look at the newspaper. I look at the charts like I'm looking at a newspaper.
What's the newspaper?
You know, like I'm looking at the sports section of a newspaper.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay. So, and I mark my Asian high, my Asian low, because I feel in many cases they're going to come back and be important again. And look at that, the Asian low, we broke it. Okay, went down, 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 came back up, hit it, and then gave me a signal short. There's no way in the world I'm not taking that trade. I can't ask for any more evidence because, like I said, the Asian high and Asian low usually will set up an important point later in the day. Hit it again, okay, and then went short. Here's a Chris Capri, oh, I forget what he calls this. When you break above a level, you make a candle, and you come back down. He's got a name for it. But the same thing, and it doesn't matter that this went long because I'm not going to trade against this 200. I'm waiting for the next candle short. And this is one of mine also. When you have a pullback and the candle that goes back in the direction of the trend, if that candle closes more than 50% into the body of the pullback candle, then I'm going short.
Right.
And you can see that. What's that?
How are you managing your stops?
Well, what do you mean managing my stops?
Well, I mean, okay, you already explained how you might, you know, like in a 5-minute, you're at 5 pips, you're taking off half, at 10 pips, you're taking off half, and then you got a runner. Where's your stop?
Oh, at 5 pips, I take off half. I leave my stop where it is, or I'll bring it down about 25%. At 10 pips, I split it again, and now I put my stop at break even.
I see. Okay.
So I booked 5 pips with you know, a couple of lots. I booked 10 pips with half of that, and now I'm in a free trade. If it pulls back against, and sometimes I usually will try to put it at break even +1. So yeah, even if the market stops me out, it's got to pay me for the privilege. It's my way of looking at it. All right.
Yeah.
Wow, really good, Blue. Really good. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, you're back.
Oh, I've been back for a while listening to you.
Okay. So and now if you compare it to the 1030. You'll see that many of these signals are almost identical. There are some differences, but a lot of the signals are very similar. You know, like you guys probably got along here on this, I don't know if this was a wiggle or this is, looks like an inside bar or something. That could have been a signal, but it would have been counter trend because your 30, I'm pretty sure, would be in line with this 18. You got me?
Yeah.
Like here you have this inside bar. But what I'm looking at is a pullback, and now it should turn around and try to make a new low. And if it doesn't make a new low, which I don't think it will, the next stop for this pair is going to be back at the 200. Okay, yesterday's range, if you look in the upper left-hand corner, yesterday's range was 63. Today we've exceeded that. So we've stretched the rubber band as far as we could. You got me? It's like pulling a rubber band. So now it should snap back and head toward the 200. And now, ideally, it's the bar with the arrow I want to see break the 18. So this is a bit more risky, but I'm still confident that it's going to more go long than short.
Well, you don't have any swings there yet.
Well, exactly, yeah. But ideally, if this arrow were underneath this candle, I'd be all over that. Because we got that situation, we got the high and lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, you know, and then the lows, the lower low, the lower low. Now, if we don't make another lower low, we're probably going to make something like, probably going to do something that looks like this. And come back to about here, to the R2, and then probably head back to the 200. So I try to think ahead of the trade. What is it likely to do under the current circumstances?
Right.
So there are a couple other tiny tweaks, but the basics are real simple. Just trade in the direction of the 200, wait for a close below both fives, and the actual entry on this this trade here is actually this green candle, because in real time this green candle was under both fives. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but so you would have hazard trade there, even though the 18 hadn't been breached. Well, I mean, it was.
The 18's got nothing to do with that. The only time I'm worried about the 18 is when this downtrend is over, or I'm looking for an exit point. The candle does not have to breach the 18. My entry is a close below both fives, a close above both fives. The 18 has nothing to do with it. The only time I use the 18 is as an exit guide, or to help me determine if this downtrend is done. Because when I close above the 18 after not being able to make a new high, then I want to get out. I want to head back to the 200.
Right.
So remember, my entries are a close above both fives or a close below both fives. So one of these three little candles here would have been my entry. Don't be deceived by the arrow. If I was on this chart and saw this entry right here, I would have taken it and not waited for the arrow. But the arrow is as close as I can get, so I can get the pop-up box to let me know when a trade is occurring. Okay, like here's a pop-up box here. B bands going up on Aussie dollar 15, and I don't know, that was at 9:10. Oh, 9 o'clock and 10 seconds. Okay, so let's look at Aussie dollar. This is how I use this pop-up box. So now I want to look at an Aussie dollar chart. And what did it say? It said up. Oh, B band's going down on Aussie dollar 5 minute. Here we go. Right here. See that?
All right.
So now I come back to the chart and I see, am I in the direction of the 200? Yes. Okay, do I have a valid reason? Here's my pullback, bounced off the 18. I've got a close below both fives. This is where my entry would be right here.
I see.
You follow me? That's how I use it. It brings me back to the chart. Ideally, I would be in at the close of this candle had I been at the chart to see that. But when you're looking at a bunch of pairs, and you guys know already, from bouncing around charts, you'll miss a trade. Just because you're bouncing around looking and analyzing at another trade, you may miss two good setups. So this would be a decent trade. Now, I've got yesterday's range on this pair was 86 pips. It's only moved 55 so far. So I've got another potential 20 to 30 pips in the direction of the daily trend. So that gives me a little more confidence on this trade also. But I'm glad that popped up. That's a perfect example of how I would use that. Okay, and you see I have the currency strength meter here. I tried to trade the top against the bottom. And then this particular indicator, what I look for is it tells me where price is long or short on the MACD, the stochastics, and the moving average on all of these time frames.
Yeah.
Okay, so I forget what I have my EMA set to, but on every time frame from the 1 minute all the way out to the daily, I'm below that moving average. So that gives me a little more confidence to take it short. So, and again, this is my baseball score. Previous day was 83. What did they score today? 55. I know I've got 20 or 30 coming. And, you know, I play it that way. This way I'm not guessing how far is it going to go, where is it going to end, and these numbers are pretty damn accurate on a day-to-day basis. Any questions?
This isn't your first rodeo then, right?
No. And I got the saddle sores to prove it too. So,
No, that was great. I definitely appreciate it.
okay. I didn't know if anyone had ever seen the whole thing because we trade in a room, in a different room, and we all have our own systems. We try. And bang, 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 bang. On longer term trades, I will scale in also. That's the other thing. I'll add a position once the equity allows me to add a position. So if I'm, I'll go back to the old days. If I'm trading at 200 to 1, it costs me $500 to hold a position. If I'm in a long-term trade, and once I've made $500 on that trade, then I'll add another position because I'm using their money. You get me? Not using my own money. And if I get up another 500 on that, then I can add 2 positions because both of those positions are their money, not my money. So you'll end up maybe with like as much as 7 or 8 standard lots shooting for the last 50 pips. That's a nice bite when you can get it. That's a real nice bite.
Indeed.
Okay, so if there's no other questions for the moment, I want to send these guys the templates and the indicators and stuff. Oh, one other thing. I use the MACD as a general guide. If the MACD is below 0, it's another way that I want to, determine trend. And I also use this turbo when I see trend line breakouts. And I have to show you that really quick. Let's say I put a trend line across here. Okay, I've got 2 higher candlestick wicks. That's where I want to pop my trend line. Oop, it's counter trend. Okay, when I break that trend line to go short, I would like to see my my indicator here below the 50 level. And this is a very slowed down stochastic. Not slowed down, but smoothed out stochastic. So if I have a trend line here, you see these candle wick bottoms went higher and higher and higher. I put my trend line across that. When I break this, or if it's in the process of breaking it, if this level is below 50, I'm taking it. It's an extra bit of confirmation. Then the other thing I look for are divergences. And you can see here, price went higher, but the oscillator went lower. That's another clue to stay, be aggressive on my short. That helps me determine my lot size. Okay? If I've got a lot of evidence, that to continue in the short direction, then I may go with a little heavier lot size on that trade. And that's what I use, these 2 for. Delete. All right. You can, you want to switch back? I'm going to drop the indicator package and stuff in the plan room. I'm going to drop it in the same room that I found this link to come to the GoToMeeting.
Sounds good.
Dave? Who has control of the room?
Looks like you do, bud.
Oh, I was trying to switch away
Yeah.
so I could load, send these indicators out. But I don't know how to do that. Let me look at these. Stop showing screen. Oh, okay, let's see what happens there.
It just goes to blank, but that's okay. That takes pressure off you. Looks like David is still here, and so is Roger, but they're not here.
Okay. Who's speaking? I can't tell who's speaking.
Oh, this is Daryl.
Oh, okay, Daryl. Guess I can go back to my screen. Is my screen showing again?
Yes, it is.
And you guys are familiar with the tool? The Yachtsville guys know this tool, the rectangle tool?
That's just for marking out a time zone?
Well, what it does is it
Oh, I see, down below there. Okay.
no, this is not the tool.
Oh.
I'm looking for a setup here. Let me see if you have anything that's setting up. Pound dollar, no. Oh God, euro dollar. That's a scary ass chart.
Yeah.
Chef is a scary chart. That's scary. Everything's on the move right now. But I'll explain what it does. Oh no, I could do a pound yen here. Let me just keep looking here. Oh, this is another chart I haven't opened in a while. Dollar CAD. No. You guys know what I'm looking for, right? Oh, here we go. This is a good one. Okay. So you see this black candle?
Yeah.
You notice that none of the other candles have been able to close below that black candle or close above that black candle.
Right.
Okay, so I know that's a price trap. And when price closes on either side, I expect it to move a distance twice that of the trap. So the problem is, like, you don't know how long that's going to take, and you don't know if you have time to sit there and go through all that. So what I did was I had an EA made that allows me to set up a trade ahead of time. And I'll just bring it up. And it's the rectangle tool. Now watch, I'll bring it on the chart. Oh. And again, I have a tool that makes this box get, whatever size I need. I set my lots, and right now it's at 0.1. End of bar means I need to see a candle close above or below my box. Okay? Pip threshold, that comes into play if I make end of bar false, then I'll say get me in at 2 pips above the box, 8 pips above the box, whatever. Use fixed take profit to set the false because I already have this set up. My take profit factor and stop loss factor is 2 to 1. So whatever size the box is, I want double that as a take profit. You got it?
Yes.
Right, that's a lot to say in a hurry, and now now that that's on and it's turned on, I take my rectangle tool and I draw a rectangle over the candle in question. And then I let it go. And now that trade is already set up.
Oh, wow.
If I get a close below this box, it'll get me in short. My stop loss is the other side of the box. My take profit is twice the size of the box. Now I can walk away. I don't have to manage that anymore. I don't have to sit on it. You follow me?
Yeah. That's excellent. So yeah, and the first candle in that range is that's the high and the low. I can't really tell from here.
Yes, it's the high and the low. And notice that the next 4 candles could not close above the low and could not close above the high.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that I'm in a price trap. Now this could go on for hours. That's the only hitch with a price trap, is that you don't know how long it's going to go on. But by making this tool, as soon as I let it go, the trade is already in. It's already a pending order.
Nice.
So then if I close below that box, I'm short. If I close above the box, I'm long. My stop loss is the other side of the box. My take profit is twice the box. I have to add a few features to it, like splitting the trade and some other things that I like to do. But the initial beta is working fine. So I'm very happy about that.
You're the builder on this?
Oh, the designer. I have 3 programmers that I work with that do the actual programming. Well, one guy might be busy, another guy might be traveling and all that, and I made arrangements and I do barters with them. 2 of them I gave computer systems, so they'll do my programming for free. And the 3rd guy is just an amazing programmer that loves challenges. And he builds all kinds of miraculous stuff. What we're working on now, actually, is a system that will allow me to take a trade on MT4, but I can have that trade placed into an account on eSignal or Schwab or TD Ameritrade or any of the ones you hear about on TV. So that's kind of cool. I don't have to deal with their platforms and all that other nonsense. I can take the trade on MT4 and it goes right into that account. And he's building that. We're also in the process of building a service where if someone had 8 or 9 EAs they wanted to test, they could rent space on the platform we're providing, and they could run all the EAs uninterrupted on a VPS, and we have software that can break down the data of the EAs so that we can say this EA makes the most money on Tuesdays between 8 and 9, or the first 2 days of the week are the highest profit, the last 2 days of the week are the highest risk. So you can get a lot of other number crunching that you don't get in the traditional MT4 platform.
Wow.
So that's kind of it. But this is the kind of stuff he likes to build. The guy is just amazing. Absolutely. The other 2 programmers are just pretty much generic MT4 guys. Mm-hmm. They're traders that, and what's nice about one of them is that he is a trader. When you work with a programmer that knows the code but doesn't know trading, it becomes very difficult to explain certain things.
Sure.
So it's good. I have, knock wood, I've been able to get around good people, and I'm meeting more good people every day, like this room. So life is good sometimes.
Just be careful about your wise guy comments, though, right?
About the what comments?
The wise guy, like you wait.
Oh, I know. I gotta apologize for that. I'll see him later this week.
Hey Lou, if that guy's that good, could you get him to write a program for me telling me what the lottery numbers are going to be every week?
I'm trying to work on that with my friends in Australia because it's like already went Thursday over there. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Yeah, so I'm working with them with something, but they're reluctant. I don't know why. They keep pushing back against it because they already have Thursday's paper. Just give me the racing charts or something.
Yeah.
Anything. It doesn't have to be the lottery. Anything I can jump on.
I had a dream like that once. I went back 30 years, and I'm thinking, and while I was in the dream, I was thinking,
Sorry, guys, I'm back.
oh, okay. Lou's trying to hand it off to you, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I was pretty much done. There weren't any other questions. I know there'll be questions down the road, but I wanted to send everyone those that don't have it, I want to send them the template and the indicators, but
Okay, let me.
hand off the chart to you.
Yeah, that's fine. How the Skype room works here, Lou, just so you know, because I did hear that earlier that you said that you don't know change the name on your own side to whatever you want. That's just everybody's. When I add people to it, so that what there is there's the plan, or the FX plan, which is the main Skype meeting room. Okay. Because it had to have its own Skype name because when people were trying to search it, they couldn't find it. So right. I just created the FX plan, and then what I did inside that room is I created 2 groups. One is the lounge, which is the one we're in right now, and then the other one is going to be the members lounge, the ones that are looking to get into the signals and so on and so forth. So there's the 2 different lounges. You're in right now. We're in the lounge. So if you post anything, that you want to post. You post it here. If you want to post something to members, you would post it in the other room.
So I should change the name of this because right now the way this comes up on my side, it's got everyone's name is the name of the room.
So you should change that.
Rename this to the lounge.
Rename this one to the lounge, and I'll send you a message from the members one so that you have it as well.
Okay, name is changed.
All right, so that way there's no. That way I was just trying to keep everything organized.
Okay.
Right, because I had a lot of people calling and asking. but there's a lot of people that are rubberneckers or lurkers or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, leechers.
Leechers, lurkers, leechers. So, and this, yeah, that too. You know, so, and then the other one, which I've already sent over to you.
I got a pop-up box about a B-band long on Aussie dollar. Just let me go back. I just want to see. This is how I look at it. Okay, so this was long, and now it's short again. So when this turns up, it'll go long again. All right. But that's how I use this.
So did you get a message there from me? It's not in the same room. It's in a different one, right?
Oh, yeah, it's in a different room. But now this one has everyone's name in it again, yeah.
No, it only has 4 or 5 people's name in it.
Yeah, okay, I got a message from that room, yes.
Yeah, and that room is the members' lounge. I don't know how to change. I don't know how to set it up so that it automatically sends that name out to everybody. So as soon as I add somebody to the room, it automatically adds everybody's name to it.
Gotcha. All right. Well, there may be something in like the help file or how-to file for Skype.
Yeah.
So I just changed the name of that to the members' lounge.
Yeah. So now you have both the lounge and the members' lounge. So there you go.
And
now
I
you've
have
got
the FX plan.
Well, the FX plan is just, it has to be there. It's just, there's
So
nothing really
to
gets,
exist.
yeah, for the other two to exist, it has to be there, and nothing really happens inside of it.
Got it. Okay. All right, makes sense. Now I know I have the 2 rooms. But I just want to show you something before we switch over on this price trap. You see how we had 2 candles form while we were talking?
Right.
Yeah.
And we still haven't broken this higher low. That's why I was saying these traps can go on for longer than you may want to sit there and watch. And that's when this tool comes in handy. I can just drop it on, and now this could trigger at 5 o'clock tonight, but I'm set.
Okay. Well, I really appreciate you filling in there for me for a few minutes and showing us a few different ideas there.
Yeah, thanks, Lou. Appreciate
Really, if
Not
you
a
want
problem.
to, now I just got to get it handed back over to me here. There it is. Change presenter. All right.
Roger, are you there?
Okay, and it just switched over now. Okay, good. All right, let me work on sending these files. I'll be pretty much in silent mode for a few minutes.
That's all good. That's all good.
David, whatever room you just sent him a message in didn't pop up on my Skype there.
Okay, I'm just going to update. I'm closing my dollar chef trade at plus 10. Because these trades were running while I was talking. Oh, no, I don't want that box. And I'm closing my pound dollar buy at plus 11. Okay, pound dollar, close order. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, got it. So I closed that at plus 11. So plus 10 and plus 11. I didn't split them or anything, so they were just straight up trades.
Roger, are you there?
No, he's gone to shave his poodle's butt.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, his best friend in the Wakers rooms just posted he's bankrupt, so he needs a new deposit.
Oh, did he?
Like that guy will never learn.
Oh, that's funny.
It isn't funny. Well, it is funny. We shouldn't laugh really, but I mean the guy just I don't know.
That's a deal?
Yeah.
He can't read a chart to save his life, can he? I mean, it's just, you know.
Oh well.
He needs to go on baby bits for a year before he starts, you know, doing anything like this.
I sent him that site, and he said he's beyond it.
Well, he needs to go on it again, doesn't he? He obviously didn't pass his 11 plus on it or whatever they do. But, dear, oh dear. Well, my dollar Swissy came good. I took a +10 on that.
Yes, very nice. Very nice.
I wish I hadn't closed my euro dollar now. I got fed up with that one. Now it's gone up quite a bit. Still,
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, the yens have sprung back as well. Wow.
Yeah, they have. It's good because I was down a couple of yens here. I'm slowly coming back.
So just going back to what you were saying there earlier, David, so basically we've got 2 rooms at the moment. We've got one called The Plan, and we've got one which just comes up with Angus, Highland Smith, Ken Min Yong.
No, we have one. Yeah, the FX plan is the main. So if you ever lose your Skype or everything, if you just type in the Skype search the FX plan, you will find it. And then inside that there are 2 rooms. There is there are 2 lounges. There's just a regular lounge, which is the one that we're all in right now, and we're populating it. And then at some point in time down the road, when people want to pay to learn, or not pay to learn, but pay for signals or what have you, we will put them into the members lounge and get it up and going. So, but we're going to maintain both of them.
Yeah, so I've got basically 3. I've got one called the FX plan, one called The Plan.
The plan doesn't exist anymore because that was based on just mine and Roger's regular Skype room.
All right, okay, and then there's one with just a lot of names on it, starting with Angus, Highland Smith, Ken Min Yong.
Yeah, so if you change that one to the lounge,
I don't know how to do that, so
just go to the very top of your.
You can just right-click on the names. Right-click on the list of names, and you'll get a drop-down box that will say rename.
Oh, right, rename, yeah. And you want me to call it the lounge?
I just call it the lounge. Yeah, lounge.
The
lounge
okay.
or lounge.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I got it. Yep. Okay, the lounge. Yep. Okay. So this other one called the plan, I can get rid of that one, yeah?
Yes. Yeah.
You delete? Oh, no, I can't see. Right.
I don't know how to delete it. I have it in my.
Conversation.
I guess.
Hide it. You can't delete it. I'll just hide it. There you go. Okay. Yeah. Fine. Okay. Done. Yeah. The lounge. The FX plan. Yeah. Okay. Got it. That's good. 55 blue bands template. Let's have a look at this.
Yeah, well, it won't show you anything because I have to send the indicators.
Yeah. I'll start.
All right, and that's what I'm doing now. I'm lining up the indicators.
But that's not what you were showing just now, is it, Lou? That's something else, isn't it?
No, that's what I was just showing.
Oh, okay. Maybe I missed that. Okay. All right.
Okay. I'm probably going to cut her short here. I got a dentist appointment to take my son to in about half an hour, so I'll probably bid you guys I don't know if you guys want to leave it open and then you guys talk. Otherwise, I'll just shut her down for the day.
I'm good. I'm probably going to take off too. Thank you, David.
Yeah. Matt, hang around for a minute. Give me a buzz, will you?
Sounds good.
All right, guys. We'll talk to you guys later. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, David. Take care.
All right. Bye now, guys.
Yeah. Thanks, Dave. See you.